guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Sophie. You can find me over on Instagram at A Diary of a New Mum, where we talk kind of all things motherhood, lifestyle, saving money, budget living, because it's just so expensive at the moment. So leading on to my vlog today, it's going to be, is Centre Parcs worth the money? Now, we all know Centre Parcs can be pretty pricey. Yeah, it can be very, very expensive, and these little tips will actually help you make it a lot cheaper. So my first tip is pack wisely. Now, I've got a little notepad here full of stuff, so if I look down, I do apologise. Pack wisely. Take food, drink, snacks, activities with you, because although there is a park market there, it is expensive in there. I mean, I wouldn't say it's extortionately expensive, but when you're already paying what you're paying to go to Centre Parcs, that added cost on top is just a lot. Take bubbles. If you have a toddler like we do, take a bubble machine or a bubble wand with you, because that's hours of fun, and they are looking up, they are looking at the trees, they are seeing new things by doing so. So take bubbles with you. Bikes. If you have bikes and you want to take them, take them. Do not hire their bikes, they are expensive. If you have them at home, pack them in the car. Take 2 cars. They do not charge you per car you take. You can take as many cars as you want. If you're going in a couple, take the bikes. It will save you so much money, but do not forget to take a padlock. Centre Parcs is known for people taking bikes. Take a padlock with you and you will be absolutely fine. My next tip, we actually went to Centre Parcs previously at Christmas time, and we found ourselves buying a lot of coffees because it was cold, and a lot of like liqueur coffees, like Bailey's coffees, etc. Take your own. Take a travel mug with you. Make it in your lodge before you go out for a walk. Take the whipped cream, take whatever you want with you. And that will save you so much money. It was £6 a pop for a Bailey's coffee, which doesn't seem too bad, but when you've had one and you like it, you want one every day, and that does add up. So yeah, take coffee cups with you, take water bottle, refillable water bottles with you, take bottled water from Tesco's or whatever supermarket with you so you can refill them. They do have bottle refilling stations which are free, and they're usually located within the sports area, so like where you play badminton or tennis or whatever like that. They're usually located there, and you can fill your bottles up for free. My next tip is not something you should bring with you, but something that they actually give you for free that not many people know about. If you have a toddler or a baby, you can get free Ella's Kitchen pouches. You can get hold of these in any of the restaurants, in the sports bar, Pancake House, Hucks, anywhere like that. And they will usually give you a couple of them for free. This was a godsend because my daughter will not eat in social situations. So having a pouch handy really saved our bacon, and it saved a lot of money in restaurants for food that perhaps we'd buy for her and she wouldn't eat. So definitely grab hold of those pouches. They do sweet and they do savoury ones, because they really are worthwhile getting. You've paid so much money to go there, you might as well get hold of them. My next one is plan every day that you are there. Plan what you're going to do. If you're going to go swimming, if you've booked an activity, plan each day out. So when those days roll around, there's no boredom going on, and there's no, oh, let's pop to the shop, or oh, let's just book another activity. Plan each day out. Know what you're doing. If you log on to your Centre Parcs account, they actually have an itinerary on there, and it shows exactly what you're doing at what time. So it's kind of like a timetable. Use it. Utilise it, print it off before you go, or make your own one. Definitely worth doing, because it will save you money from just those spare in the moment costs. On the subject of days out, use the soft play. The soft play is free. It is free. It's in the bars, but you don't have to buy a drink, you don't have to buy a coffee, anything like that. We did because it's just what we wanted to do. But use the soft play. We spent hours in there. It was free. It was was free and she had the best time. She came home talking about soft play as well as the animals and everything like that. So that was a big thing for us. And use the swimming pool as much as you can or want to. Do not take any payment methods in there with you, because although the swimming pool is free, there is a Starbucks in there. There is like a Burger Hut thing going on in there. There's lots of different places you can buy things in there. You can buy rubber rings and stuff like that. Don't take any payment methods in with you. You can't buy it and you can't lose that payment method. Another one is you are in the most beautiful surroundings. Go out, explore them, take that scavenger hunt out. Take your bikes, your scooters, your roller skates, whatever you want to do. Take it out, go out and see the ducks, go for a walk, enjoy being outdoors. There is so much you could do outdoors. Take a set of chalks with you, go and chalk in the patio of your lodge with your children. There is so much to do that is actually free that people don't think about doing because you're there. It is a business. They are trying to make money off of you and as much money as they possibly can. The average family probably pays around £1,000 for a weekend break. That's probably average. It does go up more on bank holidays and it does drop down during school time. So when you talk about 3 nights, that is a lot of money that you are already spending on a break. And that doesn't include anything. That is just purely your accommodation, the swimming, the soft play, and the Ella's kitchen pouches. That is it. That's all you're paying for. So really, really take advantage of where you are. Get outside, go get fresh air, enjoy the time together, because these breaks, they don't come around very often. So you need to just make the most of it. The next one is, going back to the last point, do a gruffalo hunt, go on a bear hunt, read some books before you go and then go and act them out. Like go and find things that are in the book. That is a really, really good way for young children and toddlers to be entertained, and it doesn't cost a single penny. Centre Parcs have lots of parks like swings and slides and stuff. Use them. Take your coffee in your coffee flask that you've made back at your villa. They used to be called villas, they're called lodges now. Made back at your lodge and go outside, take your coffee and have a picnic. Have a picnic at the park or something. That is one lunchtime and one afternoon filled, and it's not cost you a penny. If you did swimming in the morning, you had a picnic at lunch in the park, and then you spent the afternoon at the park, maybe a bit of soft play. That day has not cost you a penny, and then one night, one evening that you're there, they have a free disco you can go to as well. Not cost you a single penny. Another thing that Centre Parcs is known for is their beach. They have a man-made beach there. So I highly recommend taking a bucket and spade and some bird seed for the ducks and just chilling out there for a while, because you know, it is free and it's great fun. Where else can you find a beach around a lake in the UK other than at Centre Parcs? I have just got so many points that I don't know if they're going to help you, but I'm really hoping that they do. So my final point is to plan your meals. Plan if you are going to eat out that specific day. Plan if you are going to take stuff with you. Just plan what you're going to do, because when you're hungry, you impulse buy, and yes, there's lovely things like ice creams that are treats and stuff like that you can get there. We did that, that's fine. But things like eating at the sports cafe, we had 2 adult sandwiches, some toast and jam for Rosie, and some chips, and 3 coffees, and it came to £42. That's a lot of money for 2 sandwiches, 3 coffees, and some toast and jam. And some chips. That is a lot of money. If we'd have planned what we were doing for lunch that day, that wouldn't have happened. We would have saved a lot of money. So plan what you're going to do. Take your own barbecue disposable trays with you. You can buy them at the park market, but again, they are incredibly expensive. So take those with you. Take any meal prep with you. Prep before you go. Take meals that you've made previously at home that have been sitting in your freezer because you batch cooked them. Take them with you. A lot of the evenings we didn't actually eat out because it was too late in the evening. You do have to pre-book these things, but we did eat out twice and both times were really nice. I can't fault it, but it was expensive. There wasn't a single meal for 2 of us. We didn't take Rosie out with us some of the nights. We did during lunchtime, we went out at lunchtime, but 2 of the nights we went out, neither of them for 2 people came to less than £80 to eat out. So definitely really think about what you want to spend and what your budget's going to allow, because it adds up. Have a barbecue, take the barbecue food with you. It makes life so much cheaper. So I hope you enjoyed my tips and tricks on how to save money and how to make your Centre Parcs break a lot cheaper. We all know it can be a bit of a rip-off, or a lot of a rip-off, depending on which way you look at it. But it's our special place, it's where we go for family time. My parents don't get a great deal of holiday because they own a business, so when we go, that's where we go because it's local. We're quite lucky, we're in the middle of 2. We're in the middle of Elvedon and Woburn. Out of the Elvedon and Woburn, both have their perks, both have their downfalls. I would say Elvedon is more dog friendly. If you have a dog, go to Elvedon. It has more dog parks, it has more places that you can actually take your dog in. Woburn, not so much. The only place you can take your dog in to eat is at the Pancake House. You can sit outside there. That is it. And Starbucks. You can sit outside Starbucks and you can sit inside the Starbucks by the swimming pool. But apart from that, that's the only thing. And when you're paying extra for a dog to come with you, I think they should be providing more places you can go. Even if it's just to sit outside. At Elvedon, you can sit outside, you can go in and out of the pub. They've got a pub at Elvedon, and you can go in and out of there. And to be honest with you, we haven't been too impressed with the cleanliness of the lodges that we've had the last... Well, Christmas was okay at Woburn. It was lovely and clean. That was a dog lodge. When we've just got back from our May break, it was filthy. We had to complain. The floors were absolutely grim. They were disgusting. It stank in there. The cleaners were still in there when we arrived. And I think when they've pushed the arrival, when you can get into your lodge, back by 2 hours from what it was pre-COVID, you expect it to be spotless. They haven't made any price differences like drops because that they've taken 2 hours away. But it's worse than what it was. I don't know if the cleaners go. I don't know if they've got less cleaners maybe, but I would definitely say that Centre Parcs need to have a real good hard look at their pricing and the quality of the lodges that they're providing. I know they are revamping and refurbing a lot of the lodges, but I think if you can't maintain the lodges that you've already got, I think that needs to be a priority. But yeah, apart from that, I would say I like the 2 split centres at Woburn. So you've got a centre which has like the bowling, the swimming, all of that. And then you've got a centre which has the badminton, the sports cafe, the lake, the Pancake House, that kind of stuff. I do prefer that layout, and it is smaller, so if you've got a younger child, it is easier to get around, although it is a heck of a lot hillier. Elvedon is bigger. There is so many more lakes to walk around, but there's just the one centre. You've just got the one village, as they call it, with your swimming pool, your bowling, your tennis, everything is in one place. Some people prefer that. I think I prefer the split, but I prefer Elvedon for its location, for us, and I guess we've just been to Elvedon more, to be honest with you, and that's about it. But the dog friendliness is a lot better at Elvedon, so definitely take that into consideration. I hope you have enjoyed this video and it's not been too waffly, because I waffle, and leave your hits and I can't even talk. Leave your hints and tips down below. So my overall opinion on Centre Parcs, is it worth it? If you have a toddler that is younger than 2 or a baby that is younger than 2, absolutely, it is fantastic. There's so many things that you can do that don't cost a penny with that age group. I would say yes, it is worth it, and you don't pay for them to go because they don't require a bedroom, because they are under 2. However, the second they turn 2, you have to pay for that 2-year-old, regardless to if they are sleeping in their own bedroom or not. Now, I know for a fact when my toddler turns 2, she will not be sleeping in an adult's bed, and we will not require that bedroom. She'll be sleeping in her cot still. There's a lot of disagreements about this online. Personally, as a nanny, as a childcare professional, it is not safe to put your toddler into an adult's bed with an adult's not breathable adult's duvet. I know they can provide bed guards, but from the state the lodges have been in before, I personally wouldn't want my child to be near those bed guards. I'm just putting that out there. The pillows are not sleep safe. Centre Parcs really need to look at what age they charge from. I think it should be 3. I do think it should be 3 years they should start charging from. It's a lot of money, and I'm talking a £400 price difference between the lodge that we would usually have to the next lodge up, because we usually go with 6 adults, our toddler and a dog. We would have to go from a 3-bed to a 4-bed. So it's a lot of money price difference. Depending on when you go, we have to go the bank holiday weekend. There's no other way around it. It's just what our work schedule is. But I really do think Centre Parcs need to have a look at what age they charge from, and it should be, do you require a bed for the toddler? When they get to a certain age, then I think it should be different. Obviously, you're going to require a bed when they get to 3, 4. But 2, I think that's too young to have to pay for an extra bedroom for them, which I know my toddler is certainly not going to be using, and it's just going to be an empty room sitting there, which we're paying for, to Centre Parcs, who we're also going to spend a lot of money with while we're there. But yeah, so up to 2, definitely, and then I'd say probably from 4 onwards. Again, yes, but that age group between 2 and 4, I'd say it's not worth it. You're going to pay a lot of money for a bedroom you're not going to use. It's just ridiculously expensive if you're doing that. But if you're going to be using the bedroom, it's a different story. So yeah, that is my verdict. We go every year and have done. However, we will not be going again until she turns 4, which is really sad, but it is what it is. They've lost our custom for a little while, I guess, because we don't need the bedroom, so we wouldn't pay for it. But yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. Please subscribe. It helps me so much more than you could ever know. And I will see you in my next vlog. Bye!